Hello everyone, and on today's video I want to discuss something that's been bothering me for a long time. That's people who continue to persist that there was somebody else waiting at the bottom of the hill when the suspect, bridge guy, alleged to be Richard Allen, who's been convicted of this crime, marched teenagers Abigail Williams and Liberty German, quote, down the hill in Delphi, Indiana, in rural Indiana on February 13th, 2017. A lot of people continue to claim that either maybe Keegan Kline or somebody else was waiting at the bottom of the hill. And I'd like to largely, if not completely, debunk that. And how do we know this? Well, it's because of the cell phone footage that Liberty German heroically took that probably was the reason this crime was solved. First, let's look at the area that we're dealing with, okay? You look right here, and there's the Monon High Bridge. It goes over Deer Creek, and then it goes to what's known as the private drive, or County Road North 625 West, which is where the Monon High Bridge ends. And then the girls were marched down the hill, across that private drive, across Deer Creek, where they met their end, unfortunately. Now, Liberty German took 43 seconds of cell phone video, and I took still photos from that video in order to emphasize my point. If you take a look here, this is one of the still frames from Liberty German's video. And if you look, you can see the private drive, and on the left would be where the bridge hangs over the private drive, and on the right would go to someone's residence, okay? You notice where they were marched down the hill right here, there's nobody waiting at the bottom of the private drive whatsoever. A few seconds later, she cuts the video real quickly off to the right, closer to the private residence, and you get about another 20 to 25 or more yard span that shows there's nobody else waiting over there either. See, this is off further to the right and to the east, and you see there's no car there, there's no person there. In either of these, okay, there's nobody waiting there. Now, is it possible that somebody is parked underneath the bridge on the private drive or waiting under the bridge? Sure, it's possible. Is it likely? No, because until now, up to this time, we've never found any sort of conclusive or definitive evidence that shows that anybody else participated in this crime. Although I will have a video later in this week discussing the possibility that these two girls still could have been catfished by a second person, or that a second person could have been involved. And as Detective Jerry Holman has said with the Indiana State Police, he just doesn't have any evidence to prove that, even if it had happened. So again, I just wanted to throw this out there for everybody to see, these still photos, and just kind of debunk the fact that there was somebody directly waiting at the bottom of the hill for these two girls, because the evidence that we have so far does not seem to show that that's the case at all. Thanks for watching, everybody.